Hi guys, and welcome to this episode of the Happy Knitting Podcast. My name is Julia and I'm coming to you from the UK. Today is Friday, November 10th, 2023. And I'm so glad you're tuning in today to what will be a bit of a different episode. I've literally thought this up about 10 minutes ago, but very excitingly, I don't want to call this a vlog because a vlog is like pretty music and fancy fades and all of that stuff, which won't be happening here. But this will be a rather chatty sort of episode throughout my weekend because it's really exciting. It's probably not exciting to you if you don't have kids or you don't have a family, but it is exciting to me because for the first time since my son was born over 3 years ago, I'm going to have the weekend to myself. My husband has been on work trips away, but I've never been away overnight, just because it never sort of came up, and also the first year was pandemic. But yeah, my son and husband have just left for sort of a long weekend this Friday afternoon, to spend with my sister-in-law and their kids, so they're all really, really excited. It was actually my husband's idea. And I'm going to have some time to myself, which is really, really great. So clearly, it's going to involve a lot of knitting and crafting. To be fair, for the first sort of 2 weeks before, after we've planned this, all I was planning to do was like knitting and staying at home. And I was like, it's ridiculous. I should leave the house. So I have also made some plans to, go out for dinner with friends and stuff like that. But yeah, I am really excited about the knitting, the empty house. I've just put the toys away, as I do about 1,000,000 times a day. But the fact that they're not going to come back within 10 minutes is amazing. So it is Friday afternoon. I'm still in my pajamas because I'm a tiny bit under the weather. I'm going to stay in my pajamas all day long, have a nice bath tonight. But I thought I would quickly sort of show you where I'm at with my knitting and chat about my plans a little bit, and then I will update you as I go. So I have just surrounded myself with what I had on the couch, which was, I'm still working on this little cowl that I showed to you last week, but I had just cast on last week. It's blowing out a bit. It's a bit darker than it shows up on screen, but this is Drops Air. I think the colorway is Coral, but don't quote me on it. And I'm dropping stitches. What I'm doing is I'm making a simple cowl for myself. And I started making it just 2x2 rib, but then I got bored. So now I am switching the rib every 5 rounds. So I do knit 2, purl 2 for 5 rounds, and then I do purl 2, knit 2 for 5 rounds, and so on. And I think it looks really cute. It's very simple, but it'll be usable, and it's reversible. It doesn't roll. So I think it'll be a really, really simple cowl. I hope my son doesn't steal it because he tends to steal my knitwear. But I have a blue ball of yarn. Where is it? Oh, it's here. This is the one I have for my son, so I can make him a cowl as well. He probably will just get, ribbing and then stockinette. But yeah, this is the color that he picked. Drops Air colorway number 21. Also next to me, because this is sort of my knitting spot when I do knit downstairs. I have my sort of craft room upstairs. But down here I have what I just tend to grab when I'm around, and with me I have my Christmas sock that I have finally casted on. You may remember I knit my son a pair out of this yarn. Thank you for all the advice you guys gave me. A lot of it was very, very helpful. But yeah, this is my sock. So this is Bird Street yarn in the colorway Christmas 1974. I probably don't have the tag with me, or do I? Who knows? Let's have a look. No, I don't. I have lots of tags in here, but not the one I need. But it's beautiful. It's in their sparkle base. I've never used their yarn before, but I do really, really like it. I think it's very pretty. They have a gingerbread version of this as well, sort of a micro stripe. And I am very, very tempted. I checked yesterday and it was sold out, which is probably a good thing because I would have bought it. And I have no business buying yarn. So yeah, I am doing a 64 stitch sock, and because with these Stellina bases I often find that they sort of stretch out a bit, I decided to do a 3x1 ribbed sock, and honestly I've forgotten how much I enjoy these. A lot of times I either do a pattern or I do just plain stockinette, but a 3x1 knit 3, purl 1 and so on is actually really nice, and it just makes for a bit more like stretchy, flexible sock. So yeah, I should make more of these because I love them. And yeah, I mean, I'm probably not far off making the heel for the first sock. And last but not least, my sort of most immediate knitting plan is to finish this. I don't know why my camera is blowing out today. I am sitting in front of the window. This is my Saltburn sweater by the Knit Pearl Girl, who is Sophie. And I'm test knitting this for her, which is amazing. I'm really enjoying it. If she lets me, I'll do more of her tests because she is super chill. The deadline was really, really sort of easy to achieve, at least for sort of my lifestyle and my knitting speed and so on. And all basically she wanted you to do was, or she wanted me to do, wanted the testers to do, was to finish the yoke, a bit of the body and one sleeve by, I think, December 20th. And then this pattern will come out on, is it Christmas? Christmas Eve? Something like that, end of December. And isn't it beautiful? I don't know why it's blowing out. This is a pretty dark sort of charcoal. Maybe I need to clean my camera. But yeah, as you can tell, I have finished the body, which looks really short, but I keep trying it on and it's fine. So I'm going to block it, finish it, and if it still feels too short, I will lengthen it. I have already lengthened it a bit from the pattern. And I also finished one sleeve. And yeah, so I am so close to finishing this. I knit all of this sleeve last night. So I think my first order of business on this weekend is to finish the second sleeve and get this done, because this is so quick. I'm using Holst Super Soft held double to a 17 stitch gauge, which is pushing it. It's quite loose, but I have made a swatch and blocked it, and it turns out beautiful. So that's what I'm doing. I think the recommended yarn is Sandnes Garn Per Gund, which I am very tempted to buy their Tweedy version, but I'm good for now. So yeah, that is one thing that I plan on working on throughout this weekend and hopefully finishing off very, very soon. Yeah, should I quickly show you some yarn that I got as well? Alright, so this sort of just popped up. I was really ill last Sunday and I was feeling so sorry for myself. It was ridiculous. It's just because it's never ending at the moment for us. I thought I was getting all these colds from nursery, and now I'm starting to think maybe I'm getting them from the commute, because the commute into London, you know, you're mostly standing in a train full of people, and I feel like there's always someone coughing and looking like dying around you. So anyways, I got another cold and was quite miserable on Sunday, and I felt very sorry for myself. And then I saw that the owner of Knit, with a double T, Knit, is it not knit.co.uk? This one. She had a sale on a couple of yarns for a pattern release, and one of them was a yarn that I've always wanted to try, and this is Sandnes Garn Fritidsgarn, which I'm sure I'm mispronouncing it. This is so chunky, I love it. This is 100% Norwegian wool produced in Norway. 70 meters per 50 grams. And it's really nice. It's non-superwash. It's not crazy soft, but it's also for a, you know, non-superwash woolly Norwegian yarn. I think it's quite soft. It's very squishy. Not sure if you can tell at all. So I got this colorway number 2641, which I think was called light beige or something like that. And I am still on the lookout for some office wear, because you can't tell from this, but in the office I actually try to dress nicely. And I do want some knitwear, because I have lots of knitwear, but it doesn't really work with what I like to wear to work. I'm sure I could make it work, but I just need easy things to combine. So at the moment, all I ever wear to work, like 90% of the time, is a black blazer. Because that I can wear with, you know, either a long sleeve shirt or a button-up shirt if I'm feeling fancy. Like, I just wear black pants and a black blazer, and it's really boring. But, so I need some office knits that are neutral, that will go with everything and will look a little bit dressy, but not crazy dressy. So I decided I'm going to use this to make the Sunday cardigan by Petite Knit, because you know, I'm sure that I love the Sunday sweater. I've made 3. Unfortunately, I've lost 1, so I'm now back down to 2. But I think the cardigan version would be really great, because I prefer cardigans at work, because I do get warm, and sometimes the office is freezing, sometimes it's really, really warm. So this may be too warm, but I think it might actually be a nice sort of layering piece. And if it gets too warm, I'll just take it off, because it'll be a cardigan. I have not checked gauge or anything. I'm just assuming that I can make it work or adapt the pattern, because how hard could it be? I've also not decided if I make the cardigan, if I'm going to steek it. I could, but considering the yoke is already done in ribbing anyways, I think I may as well just follow the pattern and save myself the trouble of steeking, because I don't really mind purling, and this is a chunky yarn, so it should go quite quickly. So yeah, new yarn. I think I got something like 9 or 10 balls, so I'm going to be playing a bit of yarn chicken. I think I was going to get 9, and that would have been ridiculous, so I got 10. And I will make it work, and yeah, very, very excited. So I have a lot of knitting plans for this weekend. I have a whole list of knitting plans. I feel like making some small little projects. I mean, I have so many whips, I shouldn't be doing any sort of cast-ons, but I'm feeling like making a couple of new cast-ons. Some of them quite small, like I would like to maybe knit another pair of toddler socks, or at least get them started. I really do want to make some water bottle covers. So I have this big water bottle and I have a small one. I'm thinking I might do the small one first to get a bit of practice, because water bottle covers, what's not to love? So I'm going to try that, I hope. I have so many plans. I have a skein of West Yorkshire Spinners Christmas yarn upstairs for Christmas socks for Kai, because my son has some. I'm working on mine for this year, but I haven't made any for Kai for this year, so I may cast those on. I also have big sweater plans. I mean, I've told you about the Sunday cardigan. I still want to make another anchor sweater, also by Petite Knit. I had a whole list of stuff. Also, I have started the cowl for my son, my husband's birthday, which is in the end of November. And I've knit about half of it. I just hope I've got the sizing right. So that's another project that needs to be finished desperately. I think the Saltburn sweater and the cowl will be my 2 priorities for finishing this weekend. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. So anyways, I will keep you updated. We'll see how this goes. I've never done this kind of video before, but yeah. I would love to show you, like, you know, cute shots of what I get up to, but honestly, I'm not great at filming. I don't have a good, like, vlogging camera. So I'll just come back when I've made some progress and keep you updated. Talk to you later. I'm back. So I have just realized that my husband took the only cable that I can use to transfer files onto my computer, which I do to edit and properly upload videos. So what I've decided to do is, instead of waiting and putting it all together and then having the work when I really don't have the time again once my son is back, I'm just going to upload this as a little mini video and then hopefully do a follow-up tomorrow and Sunday. And yeah, I'll just take you along. So this will be on YouTube hopefully soon-ish, if I can figure out how to do the whole thing with my phone. And I hope you guys will come back tomorrow and sort of see how it all went. Yeah, so I didn't want to just leave you like that. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully we'll see what comes of my Knitty weekend, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye!